Welcome to Trending Today podcast. Everything you missed today in 15 minutes. So Samsung, huh? Chaos mode, they say. Z Fold 6 prices are doing the limbo. How low can they go?
Yeah, fire sale, some are calling it. But is it really a meltdown or just, savvy business?
Right? Remember, headlines love drama. Emergency, they scream. But let's look at the facts, piece by piece.
Okay, so India, 12,500 rupees off. That's a decent chunk of change, right? Around $150 USD festive offer, they called it.
Exactly. A promotion, not a panic. Timed around a specific event like they do every year, right? Same with the Z Flip 6 similar discount, but again, tied to the festivities.
So not exactly a sign of the apocalypse then, more like planned marketing?
Precisely. Then things get a little more interesting in the US. $300 off if you picked a special color, plus another $400 if you didn't trade in your old phone.
Oh? So that brings the 256 gigabytes model down to what, 1,200? That is a pretty steep drop though, right?
It is, but still within the realm of a, shall we say, aggressive promotion. Then November hits and the internet explodes. People claiming they snagged the Fold 6 for $499.
Whoa. 499? That's borderline unbelievable. How?
Yeah, so that's where the chaos narrative starts to crumble. Military discounts, referral codes, stacked promotions. It's not a straight up price cut from Samsung.
Right. Discount stacking. Classic internet sleuthing. So not really representative of the actual market price, yeah?
Exactly. And Forbes chimed in, reported another $300 off for those crafted black and white models, pushing the price down to $1,599 for the 256 gigabytes. Again, specific colors, specific conditions.
Got it. So it's less chaos and more strategic price adjustments, right? Maybe clearing out inventory, boosting sales during a key period?
Precisely. Competitive market, gotta stay agile. Those 80% off claims? Total exaggeration, based on a handful of extreme cases.
So bottom line, don't believe everything you read. Check the details, compare prices, do your research. Standard operating procedure, really.
So 80% off, huh? Sounds too good to be true, right? Usually is.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't jump on that? But, like you said, gotta dig deeper. What's the real story?
Okay, so starting in India, 12,500 rupees off. Not bad, but
But it's tied to a specific promotion, right? Festive season, cashback offers, that sort of thing.
exactly. Not a permanent price drop, more like a temporary incentive. Same with the Z Flip 6, similar deal, smaller discount, same festive timing.
Okay, so that's what, one piece of the puzzle. What about other regions?
Right. Let's hop over to the US. Early October, they offered $300 off if you chose specific, less popular colors, I think, plus another $400 if you didn't trade in an old phone.
Interesting. So rewarding loyalty in a way? Stick with us and we'll stick with you, sort of?
Yeah, I guess you could see it that way. Still, even with those combined discounts, it wasn't that crazy of a deal. Then, November hits, and bam! Internet goes wild.
Wild. How? Like even bigger discounts?
Way bigger, supposedly. People claiming they snagged the Fold 6 for $499.
$499? No way. That's like a 75-80% discount, right?
Yeah, which is why it's almost certainly not the whole story. Turns out it was a combination of factors. Military discounts, referral codes, maybe even some open box deals or returned phones.
Ah, so the too good to be true scenario. Stacking discounts, exploiting loopholes, the usual internet shenanigans.
So 80% off? PFT. More like a well-timed marketing push, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, ooh, shiny new phone. Must have it. But, gotta look past the hype.
Totally. Remember that whole chaos mode thing? Totally overblown. It wasn't a fire sale, just smart strategy.
Right? Strategic discounts, targeted promotions, playing the game, basically. So after the India discounts, what happened?
Well, things got a little spicier in the US. $300 off if you picked a special color white or that crafted black edition.
Oh, the fancy one? Yeah, I saw that. So a little incentive to choose the less popular options, maybe?
Could be. Clear out some inventory, boost sales of those specific models. Plus, get this, another $400 off if you didn't trade in your old phone.
Wait, really? So they were rewarding people for not trading in? That's unusual, isn't it?
Yeah, kinda. Almost like they were saying, hey, we value your loyalty. Or maybe they just had a surplus of old phones they didn't want. Who knows?
Interesting strategy. So all in all, not a bad deal, but hardly the 80% off meltdown everyone was talking about.
Okay, so $1,200. Not exactly pocket change, but significantly less than the original price, yeah? Definitely getting into deal territory.
Right? I mean, that's a pretty substantial drop, enough to make people sit up and take notice, but then $499, That's,
Borderline insane, right? Like, how is that even possible? Almost too good to be true, which, as we know, usually is.
yeah, exactly. My skepticism radar went off like crazy when I saw those posts. Had to be a catch, right?
Oh, absolutely. There's always a catch. So let's break down the 499 mystery. What were these online discussions saying? Reddit, you said?
Yeah, Reddit was one of the main hubs. Lots of chatter about how people managed to snag the Fold 6 for that unbelievably low price. But when you dug deeper, well, the picture gets a little more complex.
Complex how? Like, what were the contributing factors?
Okay, so first there were those military discounts, which can be pretty substantial. Then some people were using referral codes, stacking them on top of other offers. And of course, there were probably some open box deals or returned phones mixed in there.
Right, right. The classic discount stacking strategy. Combine enough deals, and you can sometimes get some crazy savings, but it's not exactly a representative sample, is it?
Exactly. It's like that saying, your mileage may vary. These weren't standard retail prices. They were the result of, shall we say, creative deal hunting, not something the average consumer could easily replicate.
Right, so 499 sounds like a dream, but what's the real deal?
Yeah, I mean, that price is practically giveaway territory. Had to be more to it, right?
Exactly. Turns out, it's not as simple as Samsung slashed prices. It was more like a perfect storm of discounts.
Oh? Like what?
Okay, so some folks were using military discounts. Those can be pretty significant, right?
Yeah, definitely. Then what? Stacking coupons?
Kind of. Referral codes were another big one. Refer a friend, get a discount type of thing.
Right, right. So combining those already gets you a decent chunk off, I imagine. Anything else?
Apparently, some people also managed to snag open box deals or returned phones, which, often come with a lower price tag.
Ah, I see. So it's not that Samsung officially dropped the price to $499. It's more like a select few managed to combine a bunch of different offers to get that crazy low price.
Precisely. It's a classic case of your mileage may vary, not exactly a representative sample of the actual market price.
Definitely not. More like extreme couponing for phones, right? Impressive, but not something most people could easily replicate.
Right, so 499 sounds like a dream, but what's the real deal?
Yeah, I mean, that price is practically giveaway territory. Had to be more to it, right?
Exactly. Turns out it's not as simple as Samsung slashed prices. It was more like a perfect storm of discounts, multiple factors at play.
Oh? Like what? Spill the tea.
Okay, so some folks were using military discounts. Those can be pretty significant, right?
Yeah, definitely. Then what? Stacking coupons? Like extreme couponing, but for phones?
Kind of. Referral codes were another big one. Refer a friend, get a discount type of thing. Plus maybe some trade-in deals too.
Right, right. So combining those already gets you a decent chunk off, I imagine. Anything else?
Apparently some people also managed to snag open box deals or returned phones, which, often come with a lower price tag. So, yeah, multiple layers of discounts.
Ah, I see. So it's not that Samsung officially dropped the price to $499. It's more like a select few managed to combine a bunch of different offers to get that crazy low price. Clever folks.
Precisely. It's a classic case of your mileage may vary. Not exactly a representative sample of the actual market price. Gotta read the fine print, people.
Totally. And then there's that Forbes report, right, about the crafted black and white models?
Yeah, that's another piece of the puzzle. $300 off specifically for those colors, bringing the 256 gigabytes down to, what was it, $15.99?
$1,599.99, I believe, and $1,717.99 for the 512 gigabytes version. So again, not a site-wide sale, but a targeted discount, incentivizing certain choices.
Right, so $499 sounds like a dream, but what's the real deal?
Yeah, I mean, that price is practically giveaway territory. Had to be more to it, right?
Exactly. Turns out it's not as simple as Samsung slash prices. It's a bit more nuanced. Multiple factors at play, actually.
Oh, like what? Break it down for us.
Well, for starters, some folks were taking advantage of military discounts. Those can be pretty substantial, right?
Yeah, definitely. Then what? Stacking coupons? Like extreme couponing, but for phones?
Kind of. Referral codes were another big factor. Refer a friend, get a discount type of thing. Plus, there might have been some trade-in deals mixed in, too.
Right, right. Combining those could get you a decent chunk off the price, I imagine. Anything else?
Apparently, some people also manage to snag open box deals or return phones, which, as you know, often come with a lower price tag. So yeah, multiple layers of discounts.
Ah, I see. So it's not that Samsung officially dropped the price to $499. It's more like a select few managed to combine a bunch of different offers to get that crazy low price. Clever folks, resourceful for sure.
Precisely. It's a classic case of your mileage may vary, not exactly a representative sample of the actual market price. Gotta read the fine print, folks. Always.
Totally. And then there's that Forbes report, right, about the crafted black and white models. Another layer to this whole pricing puzzle.
Yeah, exactly. That's another piece. $300 off, but specifically for those colors, bringing the 256 gigabytes down to, what was it, $15.99?
$1,599.99, I believe, and $1,717.99 for the 512 gigabytes version. So again, not a site-wide across-the-board sale, but a targeted discount, incentivizing certain choices. Classic marketing strategy.
Right? And the whole chaos mode narrative, totally overblown. It wasn't a fire sale, just smart strategy. Playing the game, so to speak.
Exactly. Strategic discounts, targeted promotions. It's a competitive market. You got to stay agile, adapt, or, well,
Right, so $4.99 sounds fantastic, right? Almost suspiciously fantastic.
Yeah, like, is this real life? Kind of fantastic. Had to be a catch, right?
Oh, there's always a catch. So what's the real story? What did these online discussions say? Reddit, wasn't it?
Yeah, Reddit, some tech forums, the usual hots for deal hunters. And it turns out, well, it's complicated.
Complicated how? Spill the beans. Give us the juicy details.
Okay, so factor number one, military discounts. Those can be pretty hefty, right?
Yeah, definitely. So already we're not talking about a standard retail price. Then what? Coupons?
Not coupons per se, but referral codes. You refer a friend, get a discount. Those were being stacked too.
Right, so combine a military discount with a referral code, and you're already getting a pretty significant price reduction. What else? Some folks also manage to snag open box or returned phones, which often come with a lower price tag. Smart move, if you can find them.
So basically, it's a perfect storm of discounts, not something the average consumer could easily replicate.
Exactly. It's not that Samsung officially dropped the price to $499. It's more like a select few managed to combine a bunch of different offers to get that crazy low price. Impressive, but not the whole story.
Yeah, your mileage may vary, as they say. Gotta read that fine print. So $499, myth busted.
Right? And the whole chaos mode narrative, totally overblown. It wasn't a fire sale, just smart strategy. Playing the game, so to speak. Gotta stay competitive, right?
Exactly. It's a cutthroat market out there. Adapt or perish. Survival of the fittest and all that.
So lesson learned? Don't believe everything you read online, especially when it comes to deals that sound too good to be true. $499 for a Fold 6? Come on.
Yeah, right? If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Always gotta dig deeper, look past the headlines, check those details.
Do your research, people. Compare prices. Check multiple sources. You know the drill. Don't get caught up in the hype. Those 80% off claims? Fiff. Clickbait.
Totally. It's all about creating that buzz, generating those clicks. Gotta be savvy, gotta be informed. Don't let the internet or the marketers pull a fast one on you.
Exactly. So whether it's a phone, a car, or a diamond-encrusted pineapple, always do your due diligence. Don't fall for the hype. Buyer beware.
Wise words. Wise words. So, to wrap things up, what's the key takeaway here, besides the fact that diamond-encrusted pineapples are probably a bad investment?
Probably. But the real takeaway here is prices fluctuate. Markets change. Deals come and go. Do your research, stay informed, and don't believe everything you read, especially on the internet.
Sound advice. Couldn't have said it better myself. And on that note, we've reached the end of another episode of Trending Today. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Catch you next time for more insights, analysis, and, well, trending topics.
And for me, a big thank you to our listeners. Stay informed, stay skeptical, and stay tuned. We appreciate you all. Goodbye!